Cheers. All right. Let's get back to this little excellent beast, shall we? Oh. I think my wrist is doing better. I think. Can't tell 100%, but I think. Hey, Joe. Good morning. RQ, welcome. How are you? How did your day start? Slowly. I snoozed my alarm a few too many times, but you know what? It's A-okay. How has your day started so far? It was okay. I was waiting for this. Jeez. Well, I hope there's more in life than this. I hope. This is I mean, I certainly not gonna lie. I mean, I look forward to doing this every day. There we go. A little better. This piece didn't seat nearly as well as I would have liked, but I think that's also I probably moved that when. I mean, it seems to be okay there. Seems to be okay. We'll find out. We'll find out. In any case, happy Thursday. Yes, Thursday. Wrist is still not 100%. Thursday, yeah. Still not 100%. There we go. Right there. Nubby nub. Okay. Let's see how this goes on. Pretty tightly. I like that so far. I just got to slot it in. Yeah. See, it's got a groove so that you can slot it in. Just, whoops. In terms of alignment, being able to get things aligned. All right. Time to play the game. Where did the part go? My boy. What's going on, right? My boy. All right. Part search. this is par for the course. I'm not going to be spending much time looking for a part. No, likely didn't even have to, thankfully. Ugh. It's under there. It is that. What's going on, Ray? Hey. Just got to do something. Be right back. Sounds good. Sounds good, RQ. Okay. Anyway. I have responsibilities today, and it's bullshit. I'm sorry. Dare I ask what those responsibilities are? Before I glue that part in place, just got the coffee started. Nice. Life is on the up, Joe. Hey, Nick. Good morning. What's going on, man? Wanted to go back into work and finish a job today, and then I have to get ready for my octogenarian meeting. Meeting with an octogenarian? Is that you? All right. Take no responsibility for any other white devil and rejecting reality and substitute your own, or call in with PTO. You can't really call him PTO when he's not officially employed. All right, now let's do a little comparo. Mostly all the white men. Yeah. We have to vote on new lawnmower. Wow. I guess somebody has to. What's going on, RQ? Welcome back. Okay. We're going to glue these parts in, and then I'm going to gap fill them. Thanks. Of course. Of course. Once again, so these covers just went on. And there are literally, sorry guys, dyslexia. There are, I'll use this as a pointing tool, right in there. You can see right there and right there. There are locating pins. So in essence, you can't not get them positioned well. Now, if this part's a little off versus the rest of them, it might throw things off. But looking at alignment here, yeah, generally I'm not seeing that. Yeah, the alignment is pretty good. Now, are there places here that I'm going to have to do some gap filling? Yes, and that's fine. Which will white men picking a new lawnmower could take a while. Yeah, I think so too. As they start talking about the benefits of one type of mower versus another, or engine, or blade, or size, because, you know, old white men and size. I'm going to do with a little, yeah, I'm going to start hitting this thing up with a little bit of gap filler. What am I? Huh. Almost kill this bottle. It may be time to go get some more. Come on. Nice. They just have to vote whether to buy it or not. We already had a whole meeting on which one. Wow. Club Cadet riders with a Cummins motor would be the best. I don't know. I'd argue for an Ego battery power, but that's just me. That is just me. Great. Give me a second. I got to pull the... man, this one's in there pretty fucking hard. Why are you slipping? Huh. Great. I'm flaring out the... we have 8+ acres to mow. We're going gravely. Eco battery riders are not there yet. Yeah, it might not be. Again, it all depends on the size of the property, I would guess, but probably correct at that point. All right. Let me fix this thing. Can't recall if I had another brush here or not, but it doesn't matter. I now got to get tool in here to fix this. Push this thing out. I don't know why it didn't want to go, but there it goes. Double wide. Anyway. Okay, there we go. Brush has been extended. I can now get into the material. Okay, so we got that glued in place. We're going to get the little doodads in as well. Heck no, we're going to do some gap filling. Do I do it with CA? We'll do it with CA. Black CA. I think. Anticipation. Yeah. I bet the schnozzle's blocked. Let's take a look. Battery is rated for 2 acres. Just a lot of batteries. Oh, yeah. Again, it all comes down to the size of the property, right? At 8, yeah, maybe not. Use the lights and see and cup holder functions. There's a cup holder function? What the fuck is a cup holder function? Hey, Damien. What's going on, man? I do remember you. Joe, that's 2 acres. That is well maintained. Think golf course. Keeps your white claws cold. It's good to see you. You too. You too. All right. Let's lay down a little bit of CA in here so we can do some gap filling. How was your robots? Gundams, robots. So far so good, I guess. I haven't really worked on many robots recently, at least not down here. Though that may have to change at some point. I take it back. I guess I did do the old Zaku. Yeah, so maybe I did do some robots. I'm trying to figure out what kind of gap filling I want to do here. I guess I could do. Yeah, let's do some black CA. And I'm okay if it recesses itself. I'm actually going to brush away quite a bit of it. I just need to get this to look a little less like parts came together. Ye old Zaku. Yeah, exactly. Do you remember the big one? Which one are we talking about? But yeah, I remember many of them. Which one specifically? Also make YouTube videos of only watches. I'm sorry, RQ. I'm not sure I understand the question. If you could forgive my ignorance, I'm not sure. Do you make YouTube videos of only watches? So I save all the videos, if that's what you're asking. So these are always available to be watched later. But have I made YouTube videos? I will do like show videos and stuff like that. Then I'll probably do one for PatCon. I will do one for PatCon. Given that I might have a little bit more free time, and I'll talk about that in a second. Oh, the one that looks like a gun. Oh, you're talking about the dendrobium, that big monstrosity. I have not finished that. That is still a work in progress, but one I've stepped away from. But it's possible I may get back to that. Maybe I'll start getting back to doing that on a Sunday. We'll see. Depends on how much fun I'm having with this tank right now. But so far, it's quite a bit. Okay. George, sorry. I meant other people on stream. Okay. Possible. Possible. What's the possible, Ray? Yes. Yeah, the dendrobium. Yeah, so yeah, the fitment on it got to a point where it's like I need to step away from this. You know. So, but it is a work in progress. I haven't worked on the actual the gun part of it. I've worked on the robot a couple times since, but not a lot. I only go live when influencer asks me to join theirs. Nice. Oh, cool. I added quotations so the timeline is more realistic. I managed to fix my big red truck because I had a broken wheel. Really? Hold it. Now, big red truck. I'm assuming this is like your actual, like I drive one-to-one type of truck, right? It's funny that we actually now are using the term one-to-one to distinguish from model making. Okay. That's looking pretty good. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I do like black CA. This CA is really good. We'll see what it looks like when it's all said and done, but so far it's pretty good. Let's get all those pieces over there. Okay. Let's go live on Instagram, but I haven't gone live because I do not have a setup for videos. Yeah, that's a bummer, Joe. Joe, but you've done videos since you've moved to your new place. So once and probably never again. Never say never, Nick. Never say never. Model. Oh, really? Oh, that's right. I remember you mentioning this. Oh, God, this has been a while. Okay. Synapses are starting to fire a little bit. That's great to hear. What did you do to fix the wheel? It's well to hear prop planes early in the morning. There is something to be said about that. Manny! What's going on, brother? Good morning. You should probably live stream with model buildings. There's something to be said about that. I think it's doing a live stream with something like that. I think I'm just going to throw this out. If the intention of doing a live stream is I'm going to show people how to do things, well, there's 500 million people who do that. Find your shtick. Like mine is not to show people how cool it is, that I'm such a great modeler. I do this because I just want to hang around with people. It's literally a virtual hangout every day with people from around the world. That's all it is. If you learn something, luck be with you. I have to get up so early to work on my Gundam tank. Modify, goddamn, big, so big. Nice. Nothing much. Been in training classes since 5 a.m. Hold it. Are you serious, Manny? Hold it. Training classes start at 5. Am I seeing this right? George sits under the lights just to reflect. Exactly. Glow. Look at that glow. Aziz light. Illegal stuff glue. I'm sorry. Illegal stuff glue? Yeah, it's a serious position in the MT. Wow, that's awesome, man. I'm don't get me wrong. Dude, training classes starting at 5 is like, wow. But that's great, Manny. All right, Luke Perry. Exactly. What was I going to say? Manny, how long do you still have of training before you move into the position? I guess you actually start effecting the actual job. And Manny, question for you, and I'm sure I know the answer, and doesn't matter. Are you coming up to PatCon this year? So, a little pre-announcement for PatCon as we continue to evolve. So something that was brought up to the till next Wednesday, then I'm out in the field. Wow, awesome, man. Manny, I'm so happy for you, brother. I can't wait to hear you actually moving into this position. I'm assuming there will be financial rewards that come with it. PatCon is September 28th, Sunday, the last Sunday of September. I know we got Clint's coming up, Tony's coming up. We got a bunch of guys from Virginia coming up. Hey, it fixed my truck. That's all that matters, as long as it worked, right? I woke up 5 a.m. My brain wouldn't wait until 7 a.m. Yeah, exactly. So if you have to be there at 5, think about what time you have to wake up, right? I don't know if I would be able to make. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm just kind of curious. So here's a little something. So we've been talking about doing something beforehand, because there's a lot of people who do come into the show from parts afar, and we're thinking, all right, so how do we, why don't we do a get together? About 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whenever it was, when Armida came to do the kids make and take, Tom, Armida, and I went out for dinner at a place called Cha Shu. It's like, well, this is kind of nice. Maybe we should open it up to having more people come. Hey, Mike, to have more people come to the event, to something like this. So we thought about this, and next year we were going to ask the museum if they would be, if we could maybe have like an event the night before. And then Dwayne took it upon himself to see if the hotel that he's staying at will accommodate. And my understanding is they said yes. And then Dwayne and Mason started having conversations, and started having conversations, and they asked me a couple things, and I said, well, just reach out to the museum, see if they can do it. And the museum said yes. So it is likely we have to run it through the Patriot e-board, but it is likely that we will be having a Saturday night for those who coming in out of town, locals, whoever can make it. Space is limited. We are going to be having an event at the museum itself, not at the hangar. So it'll be a way for people coming from out of town, people local, everybody to kind of get together in a non-pressure filled environment of the show to spend time hanging out. So Saturday night, it's looking likely that we will be having a Saturday night hangout at the museum for anybody who wants who can make it up. There'll be details of that coming out once it becomes official with the Patriot officers. Good morning. Hey, Mike. I'm lucky it's just one bus ride, so I can get up at 3:30, leave at 4, then get there by 4:35, get my coffee and breakfast. Wow. Dude, that's awesome. 6 years ago for the thing with our meetup, no, that was like, I don't think it was that long ago. That would have been 2019. No, it was before I was involved with Patriot. Good morning for my summer. I'm going to Comic-Con to see all the gun robot. Nice. Where's Comic-Con, by the way, Damien? That's really cool. Michael, Nick, Penny. So pretty excited about having something like that. And then this is going to be the first of what I'm hoping will become even more events. We're trying to, as we try to find ways of making PatCon even more of an experience. Not just, okay, George's take on PatCon. I want to make it less about the show, less about the competition, and more about the other things that go on. Seminars, kids make and take, hanging around looking at the cool planes in the hangar, going to the museum, hanging out with people the night before, breaking bread with people, having guests come and present or talk or whatever. That's the kind of shit that I want to do more of. And like I said, make it more of an experiential thing. So far we're moving in that direction. I'm really happy about it. Once it becomes official, I will announce. Ow. Okay. There will be an announcement on the website. Actually, I usually will send out an email. We've obviously last year we finally last year, no, the year before, we finally started capturing data. Like, all right, so who attended the show? And now you can actually start sending them out, reminders. Hey, PatCon's coming. Hey, PatCon's coming. And we can boast about all the stuff that we will be doing. Anyway, with that said, I'm excited about it, at least. Okay. So like Comic-Con, yeah. Well, I think that's the thing. It's like if we look at things like a Comic Con, Damien, which is I think a really yeah, ParkCon, yeah, which is a really sort of a good example. It's if you're going there, there's so many things to do, right? And over the years since I've gone to Comic Cons, where you had guests and you had comics to buy. Now you have so many guests, and don't get me started on the autograph thing. I think that's bullshit, but that's another thing. But you have so many different events around and seminars um, and so many other things that are tangential to it. And you have maybe targeted things to that event. So maybe at some point we might even break out things like, like a Gundam breakout, event or a plane breakout event or something like that. It ultimately, if it brings people in and we can pull it off and it isn't going to cost us $1 billion, we'll do things like that. But yeah, I think the Comic-Con thing is a very appropriate analogy. All right, let's get like that. Well, I'm excited about it. I'll leave it at that. I'm excited about it. Okay, let's get some glue in there. Had a song by The Orb running through my head for the last couple days. Little fluffy clouds. Oh man, that's good. Nice bit of detailing right there, just with that toe hook there. It's lagging for me. Uh-oh. Are we having video issues? Guys, video issues, yes or no? Let me know. No video issues. No, it was my device. Okay. Phew. It's not like it hasn't been known to happen, so I just want to make sure everything is okay. Copacetic. What are you making? I'm working on this Meng M2A3 Bradley, just because I needed to move away from this tank here because I was not enjoying it as much, and I wanted to kind of test a theory. Like, I've really enjoyed working on Meng small tanks, and I just wanted to see, is it just me? Are they clearly that much better in terms of like their assembly process? And the answer is yeah. So far, I would say these are great. This is the third one I've worked on, and I have loved every minute of this tank so far. And even the little stuff you have to do to make it better, it's nowhere near as egregious as the Flyhawk or the Vespid models I've worked on. So kudos to Meng. I just noticed that on every stream there's something written in the description. Yes. I try to do it. Used to be when I did I used to do it after, like I would write a description after. Now I write a description kind of beforehand. So most of the time it's accurate. Sometimes it's not. Most of the times, though. That's so good. Anyway, there we go. Again, just, all of this is just coming together just so nicely. So very nicely. Always good to be here. I appreciate it, RQ. Thank you. No way, me. And you have the same tank. No way, me. And you have the same tank. I've got a lot of tanks. I do like the Meng tanks a lot. Not gonna lie. All right. Did I miss anything here? Yes, good. Okay, good. All right, so we've actually done the first page except for the wheels. I will do the wheels last. That's what happens when we start putting parts on top. Oh, that's interesting. That's a different color. How the fuck is that a different color? I'm assuming it's a different color because if you decide, so they're saying this part here is going inside and it's a different color and things. Okay, it's a different color, but it's inside. And it looks like they have, they got benches in there too. Oh, so wow, they have an interior. No shit. There is an interior. Huh. Well, that's kind of groovy. I mean, I'm going to put all the pieces in, but no shit. Oh, wow, it's kind of, I don't know. Then now I'm starting to rethink this. I mean, I could paint the interior, but the question is whether or not I actually want to do any hyper detailing of the interior because the interior is a little weak. They got bench seats. You don't see a lot of other stuff in here. Don't know. Next page equals next episode. Exactly. Yeah, and this one's all about the second page is all about the wheels and the tracks, but I'm not going to work on those now. I guess I'm going to work on the interior. Well, let's start working on it and see what happens. I mean, there's nothing to say I can't do that. Okay. B20. Let's see what grows. Let's see where it goes. Wow. An interior on a 1/72nd scale. Who'd have thunk it? Anyway, it's Thursday. Anybody got anything special going on today? And we got something that's not special going on today. I'm happy my wife will be home later tonight. I will be doing the 7 p.m. thing. I don't see any reason why I won't be available to do that. Work-wise, I am going into Boston to go look at a potential very sizable lighting control job, which makes me very, very happy. I love lighting control. Great jobs, fun jobs. I actually want to see the tracks. You want to see the tracks on the model, or you want to see what they look like? Wonder how you will build the tracks. Yeah, I'll show you the instructions on how that goes. Does my education count? Yes. Must be hard. It's actually on these things. On this one, not so much. If you're doing like a lot of the 135th scale stuff where you actually have to assemble all the links in order to get them to be positionable, or if you do aftermarket links, yeah, that's one thing. But this is pretty straightforward. I'll show you in just a second, RQ. Same thing I do every day, George. Wonder why residents who live in a mobile home have a crocodile in Michigan. Joe, why do you have to ask that question? Maybe it's because they love crocodiles. What do they call it? Crocodilophile? That's actually pretty good, don't you think? Thanks. Yeah, so the way that the first of all, after assembling all the wheels, right? You get all the wheels on and the gears on and everything like that. That's the instructions. It's pretty straightforward because it's literally each side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, which is really nice. So because of that, it makes it fairly straightforward. This is what's called link and length tracks. So these are pretty straightforward. Let's see where we are. I get to drive a truck around with a rod knock and see if it grenades on me before I get back home. Is this your truck or is this a company truck? I'm going to be working on my Gundam robot. Nice, Damien. Ooh, yeah. That's what's nice about these things too. There's assembly on these things and they kind of fit together really well. And the worst that happens is if you have any problems, like I did this on one of my tanks that I broke. So because you're going to be putting, you know, all this side armor on, right? You don't even necessarily have to put this top track on. Nobody's going to see it. Company truck. Oh, God. Good luck, brother. Make one track longer than the other. I could. Not going to. I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, that's smart. This is what I'm getting at. It's like these things are really, really good. Nick, hold it a second. Does the company know that there's a problem with this vehicle? The oil and have your boss check it. Great. All right, we're going to glue this one piece in. Wow, that is there is some detail in this interior. Wow. It's got to get to line up. Come on. There it goes. Wow. So you can actually see the interior has quite a bit of detail too. That's impressive. Sounds like an old tractor trying to start. It's comical at this point. I've been telling him it needs work. And nope, they just don't want to fix it. That's brilliant. Oh, well. Can't save stupid from stupid. Right, no. Newspaper smack. Nothing gets you a new work truck then. The discovery of cappuccino milkshake. George, I must go now. Have a great day, everyone. RQ, you too, my friend. I'm about to bail as well. I'm just going to glue this one piece in. And we are calling it a session. And I may paint the inside of this thing sooner rather than later. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know what the issue is with them. I think the, yeah. You know what, Nick? You're right. We don't know what the issue is because that's kind of stupid. Nothing like destroying a capital investment. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get some eggs. Sounds good, Damien. Joe, yes, tugs on your. I've got about another. I'm gonna be on here for another 4 minutes or so. Then I'm gonna bail. Joe, yes, tugs on your scrot. Well, Nick, hit every pothole. Yeah, right. The forbidden chocolate milk. Ridiculous. Never understand. I guess I just don't understand. I guess I just don't understand. There we go. All right. And right now, we're calling it a session. We got all that glued in. We got a lot of little doodads glued into place. I will be doing cleanup tomorrow on the gap filling that I did. So far, so good. Okay. Again, much more enjoyable than the other one. All right. So with that, let's see how much time I got. Yeah, I got a couple more minutes. Okay, let's see what else I can maybe throw in. 15. Cut one more thing. I did say to Damien, I'll be back. I'll be here till 5 past. Then I'll call it a session. With our motor out of the mount. Oh, mercy. Ow. Let's see how much flash we got on here. When is your next live join? My next live is going to be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States, and I'll be back on same time tomorrow. I do this on a daily basis, Damien. When I worked on bows, you never knew if it was cool or freshwater. It makes it exciting. Yuck. Some might call it exciting. Some might call it not. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how this part goes in place. Kind of like that, I think. Like that. I really need to write down all those Georgisms. Why not? And you can publish them and make no money. There we go. Got another little doodad part inside, and that's it. And from that point, now we're calling it a session. Because now, yeah, it's time for me to go. Gotta get ready for work. Yippee-ki-yay. All right, my friends. Thanks for being on this morning. I do appreciate it. Always good to hang out with people in the morning and work on a model. Is in pre-orders, not actual product. That is quite true. Why deliver a product when you don't have to? Later, Nick. Good luck, man. Hopefully your truck doesn't break down. I hope not. So, all right, guys. Stay safe and stay sane. Thanks for being on this morning. I do appreciate it. Good conversation as always. As much as I remember. Hey, Robert, what's going on, man? About to tune out, brother. Hopefully you have a good day. But guys, go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. Yeah, bye. Go out there and brighten the world. It is getting crazier, nuttier, insaner every day. And I don't understand why it has to be this way. I take it back. Yes, I do. We'll talk about that tonight. So 7 p.m. tonight, I will be on, and I will be returning tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. But in the meantime, do good, enjoy, brighten the world as much as you can. Do right by other people. Don't treat people like crap. Treat them with respect and dignity. Anyway, I'll be back on tomorrow morning to do the regular thing, tonight to do the George Blithering thing. Enjoy, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.